you know exactly what I'm going to say because you've heard it 100 times before. But when you pursue a job or a business for the sake of money, purely for the sake of money, it's not going to work out. And then you can ask me, hey, listen, do you have a large income? Do you have a successful business? And I would say, no, I do not. But I have the knowledge. Well, I don't. But I, with capital I, do. Wait, we already write that with a capital I. It doesn't matter. Let me explain. So, see this image? You know what? I could just end this. Okay, let me just quickly explain this a little bit more clear. So we see, what do we see? We see the universe, void, God, whatever you want to call the blackness with the eyes and the hands. We see that it's holding a mask. The mask, wherever it is pointed at, will perceive the world. That world consists of all the experiences that it has seen. The experiences is the world that it sees around itself. Based upon that, the ego, the sorting system, the survival system for individual units will start creating a baseline. Else I can't really function in this place if I do not have baselines for stuff. You understand? I just couldn't survive as individual units. So that's just what we have to do. Handy system, absolutely. That's what the mask represents. It's the ego. It's this, the seemingly individual unit. I hope that makes sense to you. Now, the thing is that it is very important for us to feel like it's very important for our survival to feel that we are separate, else this wouldn't survive. Now you see the universe holding the mask. That is the essence of who we are. That is the only thing that's not transient, because we just keep building experiences and keep having new baselines for this place. And that's transient. So how would I identify something that's always changing? Like now it's blue, now it's green. You know, I can say, hey, it's always changing thing. That's the only thing that I could call it. The universe that we see here is consciousness. It's the only thing there is. That is the thing that everything consists of here in this image and actually here. Now, the mask, it is centered awareness. That's this. But as I just said, it's always transient. So, I mean, you can't identify it. And that's what we try to do. That's the obstacle here. Now let's continue with the video. So how would you identify something that is permanently changing? It's the only quality of this. Call it a Tao, call it God, the universe, whatever you want. Now, everybody is a separate expression of that thing. Again, Tao, universe, God, whatever. We're separate. We're all just expressions. Separate is definitely not a good word. That expression has unique gifts to express here. And when identifying with the mask, the ego, the only measurement which seems to measure abundance is money. So when the only measurement is money, we think, okay, it's a good idea to start piling that. So what do? We just look logically, okay, what makes the most amount of this stuff that seems the only measurement of value. And so we see, okay, let's try to become a lawyer. Let's try to Let's try to become a fiscalist. Let's try to become big in finance. For some people, this is the way, but for most of them, it is fighting against yourself. So you must imagine, I'm just going to draw it. There's the thing that we are. Call it the Tao, call it the universe, call it God. It's here. For the sake of convenience, we'll just draw a circle. So because I cannot not explain infinity within the confines of this within the confines of this video. Here is the circle. The ego is a very small little expression of this, an aspect, very small. It's infinite, so it's not even a percentage because it's infinite. But for the sake of convenience, we'll say that it's like 2% or 1%. You see this little red dot. So it's intrinsic part. It's the thing. It's just a small part of it. Now, when we decide to pursue a path based on that very small thing called the ego, what we are doing when it is not aligned with what our gift is, so what we are destined to do, our own unique expression, it's literally your duty to follow up with that unique expression. You are free to choose, but it's your duty. What you do when this small part basically just starts to fight with the thing that it consists of, it can never win. First of all, it would always feel unfulfilled. That's one thing. Second of all, infinite obstacles will form themselves and keep forming themselves to point you towards the right direction. Now what you must understand is that the white circle is this. To make sure that you do not get more confused than you probably already are, the 5 things I'm going to name now are aspects of the red small circle, the sensing device of the divine. The divine being everything there is, including nothing, no thing. It's all. That's the white circle. And the red circle is a small aspect of the white circle. But know that right now I'm going to talk about the aspects of the red circle, which is the ego. It's our reality. It consists of 5 aspects. It's vision, it's noise, it's hearing, it's taste, it is smell, it's feeling. Now, those are the 5 functions of this sensing device that human beings are. It's just a sensing device for the divine. So the whole that we are, this is part of it, and this is all that there is for us. I can't experience anything else outside of those 5 things. That means that you shape your reality, literally. You shape this. So when you pursue something just for the sake of money, and you do not keep yourself, which is the whole self, including this, do not take it into account because of the logic thinking, which, don't get me wrong, I totally understand. It seems logic to us to pursue such paths because that's our experience. The thing is, where attention goes, energy flows. That means that things that you totally expect, you don't have a doubt about it, it will be confirmed because you are it, you are this. So when I think, okay, I must fight very hard to have $1 million on my bank account and drive this car and own this house, then that's the way it's gonna be, because you are free to choose, because you are the only thing that's here. What you must know is that the divine, it's if we need to attach a label to it, it's pure lovingness. It's love. It's not something that is intrinsically evil. So what does it do? It wants to point you in the right direction. That's why in certain places you can totally feel Like, it hurts to be there. I experienced that myself, and I just know this is not where I'm supposed to be. To acknowledge this can be very hard, because then you must say to yourself, okay, I've been wrong for over 20 years, you know? But you will pick the fruits of that, and you'll stop suffering. I can't be any more clear than this. Well, I can give you 1,000 more pointers towards this thing. We always need to draw a conclusion, and I apparently forgot that. What are we gonna do now? If you want to stop suffering, pursue your gift. Pursue what feels like the right thing. A gift is something that this individual expression has an abundance of. I, for example, could do this all day and I wouldn't get tired. I love it. It doesn't cost me any work. So you don't directly have to know what your gift is, but you can start pointing out stuff that are at least not your gift. So, for example, if you go to your work every day and you have a lot of pain in your stomach, then you can know, hey, this is not my gift. You understand? The thing is, don't be scared, because everything, you at large, the higher self, is this. And so once you start pursuing your actual gift, the world, which is you, will have it your way. Miracles will happen. It's just that when you're convinced those things do not happen, the world says, okay, have it your way. These things don't happen. You understand? It's a very powerful situation, and you have no decision on being in that or not. You just can acknowledge it or not and live in suffering. That's your choice. Nobody is forcing it upon you. So I hope that brought some clarity into some people's lives. And yeah, guys, girls, all the love, all the power. Have a good one.